An economy with low productivity can only grow so much before inflation sets in. Economies with strong productivity have faster growth, more jobs, higher wages, and rely less on increasing interest rates to protect against inflation. High labor productivity is also closely associated with improving living standards because it allows wages to rise without increasing inflation. Sadly, the level of productivity in Canada's business sector is low. In fact, it is more or less unchanged from where it was 7 years ago. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development ranks Canada 29th among 38 OECD countries for labor productivity. Canada also has the lowest number of manufacturing companies with more than 250 employees per 1 million people reported by the OECD. Canadian companies on average use less capital and technology and are less innovative than many other advanced economies. Compared to the US, Canada invests less than half in research and development, software, hardware, and data, as well as spending on marketing and sales. This matters because the standard of living in Canada has deteriorated compared to other countries. Business insolvencies in the year ending February 29, 2024 have increased nearly 60% according to the Office of the Superintendent of Bankruptcy. Month over month, Statistics Canada continues to report that more businesses are closing than are opening. And that is why I'd like to move the following motion, that given that the Bank of Canada is warning that weak productivity and low business investment has become a national emergency, that Canada has long lagged the United States when it comes to how much the economy produces per hour of work, and that Canada has fallen behind G7 countries, with only Italy seeing a larger decline in productivity relative to the United States, the lack of Canadian business investment in machinery, equipment, and intellectual property, and that new Canadians are working in low-wage, low-productivity jobs that don't take advantage of skill sets they possess, and that this weak productivity is making the central bank's job of controlling inflation more difficult, the committee called for 4 meetings to be held immediately and invite the following witnesses: the Governor of the Bank of Canada, the Interim Chief Statistician, various small and medium-sized businesses and industry representatives, and that the committee hear from these witnesses the extent of the harm to the Canadian economy and the ability to control high inflation caused by weak productivity and low investment, and from government officials what they are going to do to remedy this emergency and to report back to the House. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Turnbull.
Against.
Ms. O'Connell.
No.
Madame Lapointe.
Contre.
Mr. Sorbera.
No, but I'm glad to hear about the independence of the Bank of Canada.
Mr. Bynon.
No.
Monsieur Généreux.
Oui.
Mr. Perkins.
Yes.
Mr. Viss.
Yes.
Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Monsieur Garon.
No.
Mr. Massey.
No. So the motion is defeated.